We're paddling 7 miles down the Blackwater River of Florida.
Okay, I'm scared. Yep, it did it.
Navigating the golden tinted waters with white sand bottoms and taking in the beauty of the natural landscape.
It's almost like a tea. I wonder if it tastes good.
Unfortunately, we have an unexpected technical disaster.
We have officially drowned the drone.
We've got a big day planned. So that means we had to get up early this morning. Early for us was 6:15, but we're gonna get breakfast ready. Favorite part of the day for both of us is coffee.
We've made it all the way to Western Florida and Pensacola. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that normally when we visit this area, we camp at Fort Pickens. But we're on the north side of Pensacola right now, camping at Pensacola RV Park. And the reason why we're doing this is so that we can be closer to the river that we're going to be paddling today, which is still a 45-minute drive from here. It was going to be an hour and a half.
It's like an hour and a half from Fort Pickens, because if you've been in this area before, you know Fort Pickens is at the very end of an island, and you have to take a road that you can only go 25 miles per hour on. I think it takes you at least 20 minutes to get off of that road when you leave the campground. So yeah, it was going to be a much longer drive, but this is a very nice campground, and it costs pretty much the same as Fort Pickens. If Fort Pickens is packed and you can't get in, I would say at least come to this campground. We'll show you in a little bit after we do breakfast. I want to say we're making good time. It's only 8:30 and we're getting started early. So this is the Pensacola RV Park. We're at camp spot number 5. It's actually right across from the office. You've got bathrooms, showers, and laundry. And this spot's really good because you have lots of shade. I mean, you pretty much have shade on this side all day long. Let's get to the river.
So this is Ben with Blackwater Joe Canoes, and they are literally on the Blackwater River. They also have cabins, canoes, RV sites.
We have 47 acres of perimeter tent camping. You just get to pick wherever you want other than down by the river. We shuttle up. You come back to our property, you don't need a shuttle the second time.
And there's a 5-mile float, 7-mile float, and 9-mile float.
9.5 mile.
Oh,
and there's a 1.5 miles for the tubes and people that don't get here till after 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So we have different times so that you're back here by 5.
And the latest they'll take you up to where we're going is 11, and it is 10:15. We made it.
Right.
By the way, we were lost. It turned out we were actually behind this property, honey, about 100 yards or 1,000 yards.
Google Maps has tried to fix it and hadn't been able to get it fixed, I guess. If you're coming from the west, if you'll call me at 850-259-4434, I will give you directions that won't get you lost.
I was this close to calling. And then our GPS was like, no, go this way. We were like, okay, we'll try.
Finally did it. Isn't that nice? I really thought we broke it for a second, but I think what the problem was is I only had it set for 1.5 PSI. I thought it was 15. And I guess it automatically shut off and it wouldn't come back on.
Fingers crossed, because we don't have the receipt.
Great news. It worked. It was operator failure. So you have to pump this thing all the way up to 15 PSI, not 1.5. Don't need the receipt now, honey. All right, I think I should do it. Thanks, man.
Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all down there.
All right. Finally on the water. It feels nice to be on a river like this. It's been a while.
So quiet.
As you can see behind us, you can camp on any of these sandbars. And this sand, by the way, the exact sand that you would see anywhere along the Emerald Coast of Florida. And sand covers the whole entire riverbed. Every once in a while you get a log.
Aside from Cody and I and the couple that you just saw that camped last night on the sandbar, there was only one other couple that got dropped off right before we did from the same company. So if you're looking to get away from it all, this is very, very peaceful. This is perfect for that.
found a spring. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, yeah, it's cold. This proves that this is spring dependent. This is a spring-fed creek and it is ice cold. Kelly, you're right, honey. You always know when it's spring-fed.
I knew I was right. Well, it finally happened.
What?
I'm hungry.
I can't believe you just mentioned that because I'm actually thinking about how hungry I am right now and how I wish we would have got some snack.
I mean, we'll survive, my gosh.
I don't
but-
know, I don't know.
I mean, it's like an emptiness feeling. It's like an empty,
I'm very empty
hungry.
inside. This happens to me every single time we get on the water.
I'm gonna be looking forward to dinner, that's for sure.
What are we eating?
Probably something that involves tortilla chips, some kind of Mexican-inspired dish.
Mucho caliente.
Sounds so good right now. There's so many sandbars to choose from, and they all look perfect to set a tent on. Definitely don't have to worry about rocks in your back.
It's almost making me want to get our kayak camping gear and come back here.
Well, by then it'll be so hot.
Ooh, what if we did it in the winter?
Yeah, we could rent a canoe in the wintertime.
That'd be nice, because the bugs won't be bad. FYI, we were told that the bugs get really bad on this river in the summer. And it is currently May, the first week of May, if you're wondering what time of year we're doing this paddle.
Hey.
Y'all having fun?
Yep. Hey, can we go over there, sir?
Ask your parents. I don't know. But yeah, make sure you ask your parents. Kelly just found a little feeder creek. Oh my gosh, that's cold.
This one's really pretty. I mean, look at that. White sand. I will have to say, I cannot lay down on your paddleboard's leaving, on my paddleboard here because the current is very strong. So you have to constantly watch out where you're paddling also because of the logs sticking up out of the water.
We've already fell twice. I actually fell all the way down onto my tush
I haven't
because of that.
fallen.
I have. My skeg hit a tree.
Oh yeah.
So you're probably wondering, why is this water kind of brown? Is it dirty? Actually, this is some of the cleanest water you'll ever find. And it's only brown because of the tannins from all the trees. All these pine trees and I don't know what other species, but when their leaves fall to the ground, it's almost like a tea. The leaves sit there, they steep, and then it runs off into the river and it turns the river a golden brown or a chocolate color. And there goes my paddleboard. Yep, that's what hit the log earlier. I'll anchor it now. But these little feeder creeks don't have as much time with the tannin, so they're clear with this white sand. It's almost like a tea. I wonder if it tastes good. Maybe put some sugar in it. So this would be your true southern sweet tea. If you're from the south, you know what sweet tea is all about.
I don't know about that. I'll be the judge of that sweet tea.
You will?
Sweet tea connoisseur.
Let's go over to that sandbar. There's 4 gar right here. That's cool. We have officially drowned the drone. It's dead.
Yep, it's filled up with water and sand. The battery is filled up with water. So it's a goner.
What's boggling my mind is the sensors were going off and I thought it was going to stop. Nope, it just kept flying right into it and got hung up on a limb, dangled there for a second, and then it got loose and hit the water while I was trying to get back to it before it hit the water. I just turned it back on right now. The gimbal doesn't work. It doesn't even move. It just like...
And the gimbal is the camera, if you're not familiar. It's the camera head. It just dangles. It doesn't even like point, move, anything.
Usually it goes boop, 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 boop. It shakes so that it can be ready to go, and it's just doing this. So we might not have any drones content for a while. That's no fun. Ready to push on?
On the greener pastures.
On the greener pastures. I hope y'all enjoyed what we got though. It looked pretty cool. Hey Kelly, did you see that magnolia tree? Right here, hanging over. We've been told by some locals of the area that this white sand that you find in Pensacola and here on this river is a quartz. Now we really believe it's quartz because Kelly is finding all these little quartz pieces.
Yeah, I mean, of course they're not clear points, but I believe that is quartz. Anyway, pretty interesting. A lot of little cute little pebbles I have no use for that I want to just take with me.
You have a problem, honey. It's okay though. I'll support you in it.
I'll throw them back to the river.
There's also something very special about this river that we didn't tell you. It's going through the Blackwater River State Forest, which is much like a national forest. And the state forest was put in place to protect the largest continuous ecosystem of longleaf pine and wiregrass left in the world. It's considered to be even rarer than tropical rainforest. And Kelly found all this out. I didn't even know this existed.
I did. I'm actually the one that decided we needed to do this because it just, on the map, it just looked really cool. It looked like something we have never done before. Usually we're doing like the blue or the clear rivers, and this is beautiful too. It has its own beauty in it.
It's making me want some sweet tea.
Oh, you're making me thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Log Rapid. Right here?
Nope.
Right. Over here? Okay. I'm scared. Yep, it did it.
Water break.
Ready?
Paddleboard always wants to go backwards. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't either. Bye, Bowser. Have trouble, brother. Now, this bluff here is something we were told about, but I didn't expect it to be this big. It's pretty impressive for down here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's all sand and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
I see the sign, honey. Dead ahead. We're so hungry right now.
We're starving.
Very, very hungry. We still have a 45-minute drive back to where we're camping. If I would have known they had camping here, why didn't we camp here?
Well, we were already in Pensacola.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, this was all last minute. Okay. Well, if I would have known we were doing this, I would have just camped here.
Hold on, one at a time. We're gonna get ready to cook dinner and we are so hungry. Oh, by the way, we're back at camp, Pensacola RV Park. So we're making one of our favorite dishes, and we make this about, what, once a week? Do we make this dish? That's how much we love it?
Yeah. I beg for this dish. I don't even know what it is.
So it's my Mexican quinoa casserole.
Yes, yes we do. I love this dish.
So first thing we have to do is make the quinoa. So we're just going to cook that, package directions, and you can use whatever color you like. This is just what the store had. So.
It's one of the best dishes on the face of the planet.
You know, don't start nibbling on those, you'll eat the whole bag. Alright, so we're just going to bring that to a boil, and I need to put some salt in there. Okay. And we wait for that to come to a boil, and while we're waiting on that, we have some vegetables to chop up. So we have an onion here that we're going to chop up. Our skillet is nice and hot. Let's put in some onions. Now we're going to saute this onion for a minute, and while we're waiting on that, we're going to cut up our garlic. I've got a poblano pepper here that I've already roasted, so I like to just kind of sear the skin and then peel it off, and then we'll dice that up. We're going to throw in our garlic with the onion. We also have 2 tomatoes that we're going to chop up. Okay, we've got our poblano and tomato going in the pan. We also have a can of corn, small can. Next we're going to add in some salt, chili powder, and some cumin. And we're going to mix all that up and let the vegetables get soft.
Babe, this is looking good.
It smells good. So now I've turned the heat off of the skillet, and we're going to throw in our beans. And then we're going to throw in our quinoa. So this is 1 cup cooked quinoa. Okay. Now we're going to add in some cheddar cheese and mix that all up in there. And then we're also going to top it with cheddar cheese. So I just like to pat it down, make it flat. Now we're going to pop this in the oven and make our sauce.
This is the key to the whole entire dish.
For the sauce, this is a chipotle aioli, so our base is going to be mayonnaise. Next we have some chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. So depending on your spice level is how many peppers you want to put in there. So I think I'm going to throw in about 3 or 4 because we like it spicy. And then you're also going to just put some sauce in there. Alright, so I've got half of a lime. I just like to start out with that and then see where it goes. Try it after I'm done. If I want to add more lime juice, I will. I added salt and pepper, and I'm going to do some paprika. Also add in some parsley. Some red pepper flakes are next. We're going to throw in some fresh cilantro. Now it's time for the blender, which I can't blend it over here. I'm going to have to come over here. Alright, try that, Cody.
It's really hot. Whoa. It might be the hottest you've ever made it. Oh yeah.
Well, I hope it's good.
Oh yeah. Heat's my friend. I got that Cajun blood from my mama's side of the family in me. We just opened this bag of chips so that we'd be prepared when we sat down to eat. Yes. And Kelly and I just realized after 18 years of being together, we have never had a pinky promise. And I just pinky promised her, do it again, just double up. And then we stamped it that I will not eat a single chip until dinner's ready, because chips, normally with salsa, is my weak spot. I love that. Honey, I promise I will not have a single chip.
Well, you're in luck. We only have a minute, 2 minutes before dinner's ready.
1 minute and 47 seconds. Every second counts. It's done. It's been so hard to go 1 minute and 47 seconds without eating those chips.
Oh, that looks good.
That's what dreams are made of.
I love that white cheddar. So we're gonna do a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And lastly is the sauce.
And the chips get a pillow. Hands down, one of my favorite meals in the world.
So good.
Y'all might not believe it. I'm full for one. And my sides of my abs hurt so much from all the paddling on the paddleboard, standing up.
Yeah, I was about to say my upper back is very sore. Like, Did we do like a lot of hard paddling?
I did
I think
do a
it was
lot
the
of
current.
the current,
the
but I
current
did take
was
the
really
paddle and
strong.
I would do like some crunches. Crunch, crunch.
But anyway, we're gonna end this very chill day.
And we'll catch you on the other.
See you next time.